Nigeria. So I was surprised when I was recalled back to the airport after we took off. Then he says the governor prevailed on him to go back and do what he was required to do. Then he also says, when they got back, I was told to pay landing and aerodrome fees, which ordinarily we could pay later. Even after completion of the process of payment, we were still delayed for an hour, 15 minutes, with the governor still seated in the aircraft, and he just went on. No mention of a flight plan here.
No, he came over, he filed a flight plan.
Okay.
He didn't submit manifest. And by the instruction I just told you, he couldn't possibly be allowed to go without submitting a manifest. Because that manifest is for all manner of reasons, for search and rescue, for security purposes, and we have been directed to get manifest from every non-scheduled operator living. And we do that very, very faithfully. And I wouldn't know what it will cost anybody to submit manifest.
Well, I know we're really running out of time quickly. Is it the same case with Governor Wamako? Because a whole lot of people are trying to look at the link or the similarities with what has been happening in the party. He belongs to the same political party as the governor of Rivers State, and we understand, okay, Wamako has just been suspended from his own political party, 2 suspended governors. So perhaps you should also clarify, what's the case with Wamako's aircraft not allowed to land in Sokoto?
Thank you very much. NAMA is a symbol of air safety, and everything we do is professional, everything we do is in accordance with international best practice. This is one country where security allows non-passengers to get into the airside, overtake the airport, overtake the taxiways, overtake the runway.
How do you mean non-passengers?
Well, those who came to welcome their governor with machetes, with swords, yeah, all kinds of weapons they were carrying, all those guys you see there, in solidarity. They got there, they overwhelmed aviation security and poured into the apron, overtook the place. In fact, one aircraft came in earlier. They climbed on top of the wing of the aircraft. So the controller said, this is serious. When they now see that a governor, they may even run under. So they said, please, this is the situation. Hold a little bit, and let me see whether this can be cleared. No crowd control in an airport with aircraft operating. So the controller advised him, for safety reasons, please, what's your intention? This is the situation on ground. And he said he will come lower and see. He came and saw it and said that's all he could land here. That he wanted to go back to Abuja. And he approved that he goes back to Abuja, gave him the clearance, get the clearance from Kano and give him. On the way, he said he now wants to go to Kaduna because it's nearer, rather than go all the way to Abuja. And he landed Kaduna. And they kept monitoring. They had to bring lorry loads of mobile policemen to start working on that, on the people. When they were able to get them to recede, they now told Abuja, and the aircraft came in and landed. But some strange things actually happened. The aircraft that landed before, when they were climbing on the wings, he decided to move off because the pilot was still inside, and the passenger was still inside, probably advanced party, and moved back to the runway.
With people on the wings?
No, of course, they couldn't be standing when it was moving. It's like shake them off and go. You can imagine.
But whose responsibility is it to ensure that this kind of thing doesn't happen at the airport? Isn't it the Ministry of Aviation? So that's a failure on their part.
Aviation security. They say they were overwhelmed. They ran through the place. It's like, when people are telling you, where are you going? And they come in that number. They may even push the man down and walk over. I've seen a couple of things like that in Kano. I think when Buhari came to Kano, the whole of that, they jumped through the fence. You have a fence normally to stop normal people from crossing, not from people who can join the fence. The whole airport was taken up, so you couldn't possibly park any other aircraft there because the jet blast can kill somebody. So the aircraft that went to park over there, the government agents with their vehicle that had already come into the airport were driving on the wrong way to go and be getting the passengers out of the aircraft. So the airport and the runway were literally unusable at that point. And that's why it was the pilot, in consultation with the governor he was carrying, that decided to go back to Abuja and wait for the situation to calm down. NAMA did not divert the aircraft. The pilot, in consultation with the governor, decided to go back to Abuja because the situation on ground could have been dangerous. And that probably meant a lot of showing of love for the governor, you know. So that overwhelmed everybody, and security was thrown to the dogs. Aviation security couldn't handle that. They had to go and get mobile police to come and help before the governor came back. So no problem with NAMA. We have nothing to do with any. In fact, we want more people to fly and fly safely.
But they shouldn't show that kind of love, you said.
No, I mean, nobody who shouldn't be at the apron should be allowed to cross.
All right, John Nyegiri is the General Manager, Air Traffic Control Operations of NAMA. Thank you for coming on this today.
Thank you very much.